go live, go. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to Currently Building Generational Wealth Lifestyle. I'm your host, the one, the only, and the flyers on today. I am Danielle Bailey, and of course, Guy is the ultimate host. What's up, y'all? Baby, what? Child, I done got a whole bill. Okay. Nonetheless, y'all, what's up, y'all? So I just wanted to come back and I wanted to do a video on, as you can see of the title, stop allowing low self-esteem to control your life. I wanted to do this because I've been seeing a lot more people come in for like depression, and it's just been like the impact of some of the underlying issue of it is low self-esteem, right? And so I just want to come on here and I just want to make a quick little video about the impacts of low self-esteem and why it's important that we actually work on it, and some ways on how you can, improve your self-esteem, if you want to say, right? So I think that there's a big misconception of a person having low self-esteem, right? I'm not gonna say it's a misconception, but the only thing that you hear about when a person have low self-esteem, you think that person believes that it's associated with beauty, and it's not associated with anything else in their lives, right? It's just that, oh, that person think that they're ugly, or oh, that person, but no, it's a little bit more than that, and it's a little bit deeper than that, or whatever. Like, having low self-esteem, if you are not careful, it will control your life. It'll have you out here making bad judgment decisions. It'll have you you make bad judgment decisions. You accept anything and everything from anybody, and it just all goes back to your self-esteem. Because a person that has I'm not gonna say necessarily high self-esteem, if you want to call it high or whatever, but a person that has a good level of self-esteem, they're not accepting anything from anybody. Like, they have a and it's not cockiness. Hold on, y'all, that's one of my clients. Okay. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, nonetheless, I'm sorry, y'all know when these clients text or call, we gotta answer. And this, nonetheless, okay, y'all. So like I was saying, with self-esteem or whatever, we really and truly, we have to put a little bit more effort into, well, this is probably why this video is about. I want to educate people about self-esteem, and I just don't want you to think that it's associated with beauty or whatever, because it's associated with a little bit more. It's a little bit deeper than just that. Because when you have sometimes when you're dealing with low self-esteem, you accept anybody in your life. You don't necessarily have the best judge of character, because you're operating from a place of desperation sometimes. You will allow people to do you any kind of way. When people be like, oh, she ran out over me, she used me. When you're dealing with low self-esteem, a lot of times you are usually being used. You are really and truly putting yourself in a position, and I'm not just gonna put it all on the other person, okay? I'm not gonna just be like, oh, I'm not gonna allow, especially one of my clients, to be like, yo, they use me and blah 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 this, and I'm always gonna ask, so, well, how did you allow yourself? What did you do to put yourself in that position? We have to start taking lesson number one. We got to start taking accountability. Okay, we got to start taking accountability, accepting accountability, and then we need to start working on it. Time out for us to just sit up here and be like, oh my God, I got low self-esteem, woe is me. What you gonna do about it, daughter? What you gonna do about it, son? How you gonna improve that? If you know that is a character flaw, how are you going to improve that? What are you doing to work on that? Time out for you to just be like, I got low self-esteem. Okay, so what you doing? Y'all, we have to start really and truly, like when we see that there is a deficiency in our own lives, we need to figure out how to improve it. We need to do the work. I was just telling somebody the other day, I was like, and a lot of times we place self-esteem on external. I just told somebody that today. I was like, what you're describing is external. Self-esteem is internal. Well, I don't understand why that person has low self-esteem. They have this, they have that, they straight A's, they got money, they got this. You can have all of that and you can still have low self-esteem. And I just don't understand. I don't understand why they suffering from it. Okay. Again, self-esteem is internal. It's how you view your own self. So like, if you know that there is a distorted view of yourself, what are you doing to improve that view? Like, what are you doing to change it? And I think that that's where, like, I give sympathy to a certain extent. Like, I give it when you don't understand what you're going. I give sympathy when you don't understand what you're going through, or when you don't understand it. But then when you have a working knowledge of what the hell is going on, that's where my sympathy stop, especially if you ain't doing the work. You're not doing the work to heal. You know that there's a problem and you're not doing anything different. That begins to be a problem for me. So what you doing? You know that there's an issue, but you're not trying to fix it? No, we got to do the work to fix it, to become better. And so that's what I'm just here to say. Self-esteem, it impacts every other area of your life. It's just not pertaining to beauty. It is pertaining to sometimes the people who you hang out with. You know what I'm saying? Because you are just really wanting anybody to accept you, so you go and hang out with people who you know is not good for you, or who you know that don't mean no good for you. I got a cousin that be used all the time. And here's the thing, right? The cousin that be used, I got a cousin that be used all the time. And so, because she's allowing other people to use her kids would go without sometimes, right? So then now we got to pick up her slack as a family, right? Because she allowed other people to use her. Kids go without, so now the kids don't have, so now you feel sorry as a person. I remember saying one day, I would not allow you being used for them to actually use me too. Bitch, I refuse to that. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Now I'm being put in the position to be used by you because you allow other people to use you. Like, I remember telling Mama that. I was like, girl, I'm not gonna do this. Hell, I'm being used because she being used. No. When the kids gonna go without, they just gonna go without. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that them kids gonna go without because their mama is allowing people to use her, and she not taking care of her kids. I'm sorry, but I'm not even sorry, okay? Cause that's not my battle. So I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. When I came to the realization, hell, the fuck, I'm being used because she allowing other people to use her and she not taking care of her own responsibility. I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I'm gonna be used by people I don't even know trying to help you. So like, when I say that, and just talking to them, like, it really was, well, they my friends. Them the only people that want to hang out with me. She was suffering from low self-esteem. She didn't care nothing about herself. She only cared about what they wanted, how they wanted. And when they was happy, when they was smiling, when they was using her, she was happy. Everything based upon them friends. And here we are as a family trying to help her because her kids are going without being used too at the same time. No. And there's another thing. When you got low self-esteem, it impacts other people in your life too. So like, it's super duper important that we understand that that with low self-esteem, that it impacts every area of our lives, and that we do need to do the work that it comes with improving it. And some of the work that you can actually do is, number one, sit with yourself. Feel those emotions. I can't stress this all the time. I remember when I was going through some of my stuff, my friend used to be like, one of my friends used to be like, I sit with you and your emotions. And I'm like, bitch, you ain't here. Like, you're not sitting with me. You're not physically sitting with me. But you know what I'm saying? But like, I remember her saying, I was like, girl, you ain't physically sitting with me. Get me quiet. But I understood what she was trying to say and what she was trying to do, how she was trying to support me, and how it's okay that we sit up in these emotions, that we feel these emotions and stuff like that. I think that that's one of the biggest things that I can tell you. Sit with your emotions, journal them, write them down, see what they are. And then once you do that, once you sit in those emotions, then you start addressing those emotions. What is it? Like, why do I feel lonely? Like, I mean, why do I have this low self-esteem? Does it feel like is it because I feel abandoned? Is it because, nobody ever told me that I was beautiful? Nobody ever told me that I was worthy? Nobody ever told me. Is it that? And if it is, you start telling yourself that. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You are that bitch. Sometimes I gotta tell myself that. You know what I'm saying? We're a little hood. I'm a little hood sometimes to myself. And sometimes I actually have to say that, girl, you that big. Girl, you know you fine, right? You know you beautiful, right? Sometimes we do have to actually say that to ourselves. Sometimes we got to tell ourselves, you are extremely valuable. You offer something to this world that nobody can. You can do anything that you desire to do. Like, all of this, telling myself that, because I may have not gotten that, or I may have not gotten enough of that. Like, again, it's my responsibility to build my own self-esteem. Yes, it is good to have other people come and validate you, but what they are validating is something that you already knew. When people be like, "Oh, you should not seek out validation from others," what validation does from me is, when I get it from other people, it's just them validating something that I already knew about myself. And it is good to have other people validate you. Other people say, Danielle, you out here doing a good job. Bitch, I know, right? Bitch, I've been out here struggling, but thank you for letting me know. Thank you for saying that I'm doing a good job, because I've been struggling lately. That's all. So, like, that's why it's so important that we got to start telling ourselves that, so that when people come along and they be like, girl, you're doing a good job, or they validate you, or they say this to you, then you can be like, then it just gives you a little bit more encouragement. But it's something that you already knew about yourself. A lot of times it's something that you already knew. Or maybe somebody can come in when they say something to you, and it is a part of validation, but they give you a different spin that you never thought about it. Like, I know I do that a lot with my clients. I be like, well, have you thought about this? They like, I ain't think about it like that. Well, you're right. But it is something that they already knew about themselves. It's just a different perspective. That's it. So, like, that's why it's so important that we sit down, we do the work, we become okay, we seek out therapy if we have to, from a professional, because sometimes that is really needed. And sometimes we got to steal away, here I am right now at the lake, had to steal away from the office to be by myself, to get my thoughts together, and to make y'all this video. So that is understanding. That's a little tidbit, because I got an appointment in 2 minutes. Okay, look, she finna get the lake too. Okay, I think I'm gonna actually do that. I think that moving more into the fall, I'm going, because like right here, it's like nobody's out here, right? It's just me. I mean, like I said, some people are boating, but I honestly am going to offer this as as an option for some of my clients who are local. Like, let's go to the lake. You know, let's sit outside at the lake is different, you know, than them just coming into my office and stuff like that. So so to my therapist people, y'all offer different scenarios, different sceneries. I'm here for it. I got one client I know who would be like, hell yeah, because she already comes to the lake. She just don't come to this side. She comes to another side. But I already know I got one who's gonna be like, yeah, then yeah, I'm good, because she goes to the lake already. We talk about that. So nonetheless, that's all I got for y'all beautiful people on today. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.